Hi. If you're just here for the music, that's the timestamp. But if you want to hear me talk for a bit, listen. If I was to make an EP, or when I make an EP, this would be a song that I want to sound like the beginning, because this feels like the beginning of something. But since this chapter of my life is coming to an end, or it already came to an end, I want to let go of it.
I waited right by your bedside and died. Sleep next to you like every night and hope.
I'm Joey Konopka. I make like pop music, influenced by some rock music, also a lot of sad ballads.
When you need me the most,
I think I just like love being loud and love being heard, and I love saying the things that I don't think a lot of people do say. You know, growing up as a queer person, I think I was always listening to like women talk about their experiences, and I'm like, yeah, it's so hard being a girl. And then I'm like, wait, I'm not a girl. And then like being able to just write your own songs about being queer and having these horrible experiences with men, and being like, wait, yeah, like that's my love life, but like I'm a queer man too, so it's like I'm not just a girl, I'm just a boy at the end of the day. And I feel like it gives a lot of what I go through a lot more purpose, because it's nice to be like, you know what, I wrote a song about that. Like maybe it was worth like the 4 months of me better rotting and not getting over it, you know. So. So this is my EP, Not Gonna Lie. This is the CD. I have 2 additional tracks on this. I look back in Hadassah, but this is like the standard track list. This project was a project that I wrote from the ages of 16 to 18. The reason that I put everything in black and white was because my life felt so like black and white. Like literally that's like all I could say. Like I feel like I had such a way of perceiving things, and I feel like when you're like 16 and you're going through like your first betrayals, your first heartbreak, you have such like a limited perspective on everything. And like every day feels like the end of the world. When something doesn't work out and you hold so many expectations to things, like you just like lose your goddamn mind every single day. And I remember being 17 and that being like one of the worst times of my life actually. Fallout with my best friend, Edie, dad went to jail, horrible time. And I really did soak in that misery and chose to be sad. One of my favorite colors always growing up was the color red, and it's because of Lightning McQueen. Yeah, I know. For some reason, like red has always like been that color that's like that's me. Like that's who I feel. That's the color I feel like I resonate most with. Yeah, I guess like it was just one of those things. It was just like, even though I was like very upset and very depressed and I was like really sad or whatever, you know, there was always that little bit of confidence that really. Like I feel like I've always came off as confident, but I was never actually confident until I started to embrace who I genuinely was, and chose one day like, you know what, it's not that deep. And I think that's how you have to choose. You have to be with life sometimes. Like sometimes you have to like look at a situation and situations in your life and be like, this sucks, and I felt everything, but now I need to get the fuck up and I need to continue living my life. And this is kind of just like an embodiment of that time of my life before I decided to not focus on the bad things, and I will always love Not Gonna Lie for what it represented.
there's something in my gut that's telling me to run.
The album that I'm working on right now, I think it's like a evolution of everything Not Gonna Lie was, in the sense that I feel like it continues so many themes, but in such a different perspective and so much more nuance to it. Even though I do say lyrics like "Might Die a Virgin" and "I jerked off to you like every night," but you know what? I am the next Shakespeare, so it's okay. Sometimes I have a melody, sometimes I'll be like, I need to say this. Sometimes it'll just come to me out of nowhere. It's different every single time. Whatever I write now, I'm thinking, what's the most like honest thing I could say in like the most craziest way I could say it. And that's not like for every song, but like I feel like for most songs, I'm like, okay, what's something I need to say right now that's gonna be true and authentic, but like I have to say it in like a Joey way. And I feel like a Joey way is like the most brutally honest way possible, but also like a little funny, and like you would think like, are you like mentally ill? You just gotta say what you gotta say, you know? And I feel like I'm just batshit crazy sometimes. I started playing guitar when I was like 10. Like I started taking like classes, and then after that I would play like 3 chords on the guitar during quarantine. So I was like probably like 14. And then like I had a guitar class my sophomore year of high school. When you're forced to play guitar for like an hour a day, you're like, wait, low-key I love the guitar. And then I started writing to music on my guitar. I'm not the best guitar player out there. Honestly, I can barely play my chords right, but like you get the vibe, and you know that's all you can do. You know, just try your best. I just feel like I'm constantly changing, and I feel like people take that as you like switching up, and it's just like, no babes, it's not about you, it's about me. Like I don't change for you. When you're an artist, you're constantly looking at yourself and looking at everything you're feeling, and you feel like a new person every month, and it's actually insane. And you're constantly like just like rebranding yourself, and like I don't feel like I'm the same person I was a month ago, and I think it's a good thing. It's just life. Like you just meet people and then you grow apart. So, I don't know, some people are not good with distance when it comes to growing. I have grown apart from a lot of people in my life, and it sucks, but like at least I'm growing. So I feel like everything in my life I do, like it benefits me in some kind of way. So I don't really think I have any hobbies where it's just like I sit down and I sit with my thoughts, and like, well, I do that, but like I don't think I have anything to like distract myself. Like I don't have any actual distractions, which I should probabprobably do. Sometimes I'll be performative though. I'll sit at a coffee shop, and I'll like I write my songs on here, and then I put them into my songbook. I will literally just sit in a cafe and just write the song down and pretend like I'm writing it in real time. Nobody looks at me and thinks, what is he doing? But like, you know, just in case somebody does, you know? You never know.
I'll write my lines, I'll live my life. Give all this shit purpose and time. You lose some friends, you make amends. When it sets in, it happens again. It's a price you pay when you always grow. Sometimes you need to just leave them alone. It's okay to love and let it go. Love and lose, nothing's new, it's the way life goes. Did it wrong, write a song, scared to let you know what I think about it. I pray to God I'll be alright, like I've always been. So I'll write about it. I'll write about it. I'll write about it. I'll write about it.
I'm recording.
Hello, if you have watched this film, this documentary, whatever this was, thank you so much. I'm Joey Konopka. I hope you have a great day. I listen to my music, stream me. I'll see you guys at the Grammys in a few years. And yeah, also I just wanted to say this has changed my life in such a crazy way. So thank you guys, girls, whatever the fuck you are, and have a great day. Goodbye. Mwah.
What's
Bye.
your next album?
Cut the cameras.
God damn it.